Look at this beauty on TikTok today who's explaining to us why it costs her $17,000 a month for her and her 3 children.
Yes.
They can't get by for less than $17,000 a month. In fact, didn't she have a GoFundMe because it's just impossible to restrict her budget?
Yeah, well, no, she had a GoFundMe first because her son was being picked on and bullied.
And how was that money used exactly?
She wanted to raise $30,000 to help cover the cost of moving because her son was allegedly attacked in the town of Jamestown, New York. I have no idea.
You could bribe the kids for a lot less than that to stop bullying her.
Well, what's interesting, though, is the kid got suspended from school, too, so I don't know how innocent he is in the whole thing. But according to her, her son was beat up and robbed by a group of students who had come to their house and said,
"Oh, he got his lunch money."
Robbed?
We'll beat you if you tell anyone. I mean, it just all sounds made up to me. She said, our lives have become a risk living in Jamestown, New York. We have to move as soon as possible. My son was brutally assaulted. Please help us move as soon as possible. And this is all on the GoFundMe.
Oh, bullshit.
So
She got the money?
you know what? I got to look up her GoFundMe to see what number it's at. But because immediately
GoFundMe is a scam too. Everyone we read about is a total scam. Look, Mary Lou Retton, I was just reading about how, I don't regret any of it. My kids did it for me. And it's like, she's never explained why she didn't have medical insurance because there's no reason she wouldn't. She claimed she couldn't get it. And then everyone pointed out that, yes, you could. You could have this plan, this plan, this plan, this plan, this plan. And it would only cost you this amount, to which she wouldn't even return calls or comment on.
And then she'd go, "Oh, that's too expensive." Well, welcome to what everyone else has to fucking deal with.
It's easier just to ask people for $450,000 on GoFundMe.
But the problem, Drew, is the people who give the money too. That's just as much of the fucking problem.
No,
I can't believe people do that.
I found her GoFundMe. She wants to raise $30,000. What do you think she's at?
I'm going to say she fell short.
18,000?
I was going to say 18, Jim. I swear to God.
About 4,340.
Oh, good. Yes.
Yes, what a victory for the rest of us.
Does she have to hit her goal to get that, or does she get the money?
No, you have to hit your goal, or you get nothing.
I'm going to go out and celebrate tonight. I'm so excited
with
Baz.
But then she has a picture, so maybe her kid was attacked. I think he might have been, I don't know, involved in a fight too.
Well,
but so she puts a GoFundMe up there, and immediately someone goes, "Hey, wait a sec, aren't you that idiot 3 days earlier that was telling us how much money you spent in a month?" And sure enough, she is that idiot. So you want to hear?
Yeah, because she's a TikTok influencer with 90,000 followers or something.
Who follows her?
This month I spent close to $17,000. I'm a single stay-at-home mom of 3.
You must be doing
I'm financially
really well.
responsible for 3 little humans. A lot of your jaws dropped. How could you possibly spend that much in 1 month?
Yeah,
Well,
how?
here's
Yeah,
how.
her kids are small.
First of all, I pay my rent in advance.
Good.
But I thought you had to
Wow,
move.
I didn't know you could pay your rent in advance. I thought you had to pay it late.
Well, it's pretty stupid if your son's going to get beat up and you have to move right away because now you paid rent up in advance. Idiot.
And it was due. Then
If you're paying it in advance, it wasn't due.
Correct.
What do you mean advance? What, she's paying it a month in advance?
I wasn't late with it, I'm trying to
What
say.
does this mean? I don't think she needed the term in advance. I think she just pay your rent when you're supposed to.
She doesn't say how much the rent is either, by the way.
pay my rent in advance, and it was due. Then my car had to get totally repaired.
Why?
That alone was close to $5,000.
Okay, that's not going to happen every month. So this is not a normal month.
Now she's at $12,000 a month, right?
Does she not have insurance? Because totally repaired for $5,000?
Was she in an accident? I mean, it sounds like an accident.
Rent a car, which was over $1,000. So now
$1,000
we're
for that
already
car.
Insurance
at
should have covered that.
close to $8,000. Okay, so what? You still spent $12,000?
Wait, what's her math? She said she spent 8 and now it's another 12, but that doesn't equal 17.
No. She's not very bright.
Look at where her face is frozen.
Yeah, because if you think about it, kids are always growing and you have to take them back to summer shopping. I'm in New York and they need summer clothes. So that was like $1,600.
That's not going to happen every month.
$1,600 for 3 kids for clothes for summer?
Well, you have to mark they grow out of their clothes. You got to buy new clothes.
Yeah, but $1,600 worth?
But still,
for 3 kids?
that doesn't happen
seem right.
every month, nor does $5,000 in auto repairs happen every month.
And you don't have to live in New York either. You can choose to live somewhere else that's more
Especially if
cost-effective.
you don't have a
She
job.
hasn't told me about anything that's that expensive yet that won't happen, that will happen next month. Because the car's not going to break down $5,000 worth. She's not going to need a rental car next month. And she's not going to have to buy summer clothes again. So you can
We
take
have
all
to pay
those
for
off.
groceries.
There we go. Groceries.
And my kids like to eat at restaurants, DoorDash, and they're in sports.
Oh, okay. So you have to DoorDash. You can't fucking make food.
But her kids refuse to eat it. Mom, we're going to a restaurant tonight.
Yeah.
Why are the kids running the food budget?
Yeah, not only that. Mom, order DoorDash tonight. It's my favorite place to eat, DoorDash.
I want to pay more for the food, and I want you to tip for it, okay?
Kids love DoorDash.
How could someone in their right
What are you
mind say,
talking about?
my kids like to eat at restaurants? This woman is no more
Everybody-
than...
Everyone loves
Everyone
to eat
loves
at
to eat
She's
at
no more
restaurants.
than 30 years old. Her kids have to be like, what, 10, 8, 6 or something?
Exactly, yeah.
The
they're
fuck are
little
you
ones.
talking about?
Yeah, and kids that age can be a pain in the ass, but you got to tell them, no, we're not fucking eating out tonight.
Oh, can we get DoorDash, Dad?
But she acts like it's up to them.
It is.
Sounds like it is in
I
her
guess, yeah,
house.
you're right. It is.
I mean, after all, they're getting new clothes. I mean, they run this house.
And then we had to pay for groceries. And my kids like to eat at restaurants, DoorDash, and they're in sports. I spend about $3,000 a month on groceries.
What?
So now-
what?
$3,000
$3,000
a month on groceries.
That's $750 a week. But they eat
That's
out
insane.
a lot too.
That's
if they're eating
insane.
out, they
For
don't
4
need that-
people.
They need less groceries if they
Good
eat
point.
out and get DoorDash.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're little kids. They're not eating that much.
Well, so she throws stuff away. She's wasting then?
Where's she shopping? Whole Foods? I don't know. Or maybe she gets that delivered too. I don't know.
Month on groceries. So now we're almost up to $5,000 because
Hardly.
between DoorDash and restaurants, I spend probably $800 a month. Okay,
What?
Then there's gas. Gas is probably only a couple $100s a month, honestly. There's my car payment, then my utility bills, which are sky high. My utility bills are easily $800 a month.
Hey, that's a lot.
How are utility bills?
$800 a month.
What are you spending $800?
Kids set like the AC at 58.
Exactly. Or the heat on 92.
Well, they are in charge of the house.
Good point. Good point. Oh my gosh. What an
Well, the kids
idiot.
probably decided to go on vacation and they left it at 58
Yeah.
for 2 weeks.
They also love the sound of running water, so we have our tubs. and it has to be hot, too.
Yeah,
it
they
has to be
have
hot running water.
They can't go to sleep without running water.
Well, they certainly do not sleep in the dark. All the lights are on in the house
The
nonstop.
kids run the house so much they do the bills. Apparently, I don't think she really fucking knows
They
how
also
much
have a
her
lot of
bills are.
engines and and fans running and plugs.
Yep.
Well, I think
to
we're going to
draw
hear
a
more
lot of
about the
power.
kids. Aren't we going to hear some more
Then I have my
about the kids?
internet.
Oh, the
I have
internet.
2 phone bills. Each of my kids have a phone bill.
Wait, 2? How many phone bills did she say?
She has two.
Two? Why does she have 2 phone bills?
Well, because she's a single mom who doesn't work. So you got to have 2 cell phones. No, it makes no sense, Drew.
Well, if there's some area you can cut, you can save a little bit.
how
once
old?
again,
Wait,
the
how old
kids-
can her kids be? Wait, isn't she 29 years old?
Looking at her, there's no way she's over 30.
For some reason, I thought that she said she was 29 somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe it said she was 29 because I watched her count a little bit.
So even if she's 16 and pregnant, right? And
That
she's
kid's
that kid's
13.
13. Okay, so maybe that kid has a phone. But
Right.
what about the other 2?
oh God.
Well, the big oldest kid has one. The other 2 have to have.
I'm
one.
sure
that's a
they
good
have
point.
to have the best phones too. I would
Is that what
imagine.
happens? Is that what happens in the Bentley household? Bryn gets
No.
one and the other 2 need them.
No. Bryn has one. The other
Each
2
of my kids
don't.
have a phone bill. So that's 5 bills.
Phone bill.
Then there's all of our subscriptions.
What?
Then they have like in-app purchases. Sometimes they buy
Huh?
games and stuff.
Oh yeah, they gotta spend money on that.
Of course they do.
You can't just let them play the free games.
My kids know don't you dare spend any real money.
So she's
well, they
paying
can
for
anyway.
5 phones.
Why do you have your credit card connected to their accounts?
But there's like
No,
one,
you have to approve it.
yeah.
There's like one person over 10, and she's got 5 phones.
And you have to give your kids allowance. So that's
What? No, you,
You have to.
no, you don't, because I don't.
You buy them everything else.
Yeah,
You buy them everything they need.
Allowance. Make the in-game and in-app purchases their allowance.
Yeah,
so
don't do shit around the house
that-
to
or
deserve
That's
it.
like
What
my
about
income that goes to them. Did you have to buy things off of Amazon? You know, my daughter, she likes getting makeup and hair stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's her
I like
allowance.
getting hair stuff and supplements. And I get little things around the house off of Amazon.
You know, Drew, don't you budget for things?
Things around the house.
You know, maybe you don't buy things when you have $5,000 to work on your car, right? Maybe that month you don't eat out and buy things as much.
Didn't she say her kids are buying things off
Her daughter
Amazon
likes
too?
makeup.
That's her fucking daughter.
The daughter's spoiled.
My God.
I can't really think about what else it is. It all adds up though, close to $17,000 a month. I do live in New York State. Oh yeah, I rent a garage too. I haven't paid that yet though. I have
what?
to pay that. I just reminded myself to do that now. So yeah, if you're a single mom and you're supporting 3 kids,
Who get whatever they want.
and some months, rent is due and your car needs to be fixed,
Some
you
months.
could easily spend.
Well, in that defense, maybe in her defense, Drew, she has to compete with dad, whatever he's doing.
Oh, well, that's possible.
So, you got to buy all those extra
Wait,
things.
does she
15 to
get
20.
alimony or child support?
That's a great question.
Yep, I guarantee it.
Maybe she does. Get a lot.
That's why she doesn't work, because if she did, that would get cut.
Is due and your car needs to be fixed, you could easily spend $15,000 to $20,000 in a month.
Easily.
Let's not forget birthdays. Oh my God.
How many birthdays do you have a year?
3 a year.
You don't have them every month. What are you talking about?
Having
Hate
kids.
her.
Okay, maybe you don't have to spend money at hair salons, but you probably should if you want your kids to be happy. You don't have to put them in sports, but you should if you want your kids to be happy. I'm generous. I'm super generous. I
Apparently.
invest
Yeah, obviously.
all of my time into making a living through social media. And in return, that goes back to my kids, my investment. I wouldn't be a good
By the way, hairy armpits. Notice that?
I did see that.
gross.
That really bothered me.
Yeah. So,
parent if I
She
just
can't afford a razor.
let my kids live at bare minimum. That sucks. Who the fuck wants to do that?
Yeah.
This was the month my kids needed new cell phones too. I forgot about that.
They needed new
They
cell
all
phones.
have to get new cell phones the same month? Well, then every 6 months they get a new cell phone?
They
all
bought
of
them all together, yep, and they're due. Oh, this girl sucks. She's the worst.
There got to be some good comments on here.
I got to go back and find her page then.
Holy shit.
Did you watch, so you watched other videos of hers?
I did watch a couple, yeah.
And what is the majority of her content?
I didn't understand it, to be honest, but people were throwing money at her. People are like, they can buy little symbols that appear on the screen, and she apparently makes money from them. They're not super chats.
She doesn't
so.
show her boobs or anything like that.
She wasn't then.
Who the hell?
Should we see what else she's posting?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
See, that's what I mean. That's the problem. Who is throwing money at this idiot?
I know, the world is insane.
How many followers?
So ridiculous.
90,000?
I thought it was.
She thinks she's
That could have been that
super
one
hot.
video, though.
She's weird. I don't know.
She is weird looking.
She's acting out the song. Is that her song? It sounds like her voice.
No, it's not. Oh, God, okay.
Oh, is that stupid?
She thinks she's hot.
Yeah.
She does. No, you're
gross.
right.
She's just lip syncing the songs.
Live. And if I think my co-host is cute, I'm gonna twirl my hair. If he's not my type, I'm gonna pull up my nose.
She
Not
also
my type.
needs some Afrin.
If I just see myself being their friend, I'm gonna cross my fingers and friend zone him. If you're single in my chat and you would date
Shaw.
me, send me a cowgirl hat. So that's like a signal that
Does it cost
I'm your
money?
type.
You know, it's funny. Her comments are turned off.
Huh.
Oh, she probably was getting bludgeoned for the $17,000.
Oh, do you think she may have
off.
just turned him off?
yacht for the Rizzler. So skibbity.
Is she shaking her ass?
Yeah, where are your stupid kids at?
wanna be your Sigma.
Oh, can you imagine being stuck with her and her 3
I'm
brats?
live eating it on TikTok right now. Click that pink circle right there. Ooh, when I
boyfriend
bite into this, it's
Gets
gonna
her and 3 spoiled as fuck kids who she will defend all the time.
Was that one of her kids?
Yeah, it
Well,
must
that kid's
be.
like 13. So she must have had a kid when she was 16
He
or
also
so.
needs a haircut.
It's ridiculous.
be. What was your favorite part?
The beach. She's got a lot of
Get out of
charisma.
here.
Looks like you really appreciated vacation. Oh, so the kids went on vacation too.
Yeah. And they probably played on their phone the whole time.
We have to do that every month.
By the way, she looked like she was bludgeoning him to get him to say,
Pizza.
Embarrassed
Your
of his
favorite part
mom.
was pig snap? Pizza. The beach.
what's this?
With the school district. My son kept getting bullied from a group of juvenile delinquents he goes to school with. He kept getting robbed in that school. It got to the point
cash does
he
he
was
carry?
jumped and robbed again walking home from school. This was May 2nd. I put a GoFundMe together to move, and we're moving. I paid the lease off. I did everything that I said what I was going to have to do to win the bid on this place.
They're moving.
And it worked. But now while we're waiting for the other tenants to move out, my son is not safe in this school district.
Oh,
So
you need
here's
more money?
my catch.
Can I send you some more money?
Here's where I'm stuck. I had to unenroll my son from public school because he's not safe in the school. They keep threatening him. They're retaliating against him because 7 of the kids who jumped him were charged with assault.
It's one of
So
those
I had to
Lord of the
unenroll him
Flies
from school.
schools.
And I had to transfer him to homeschool. So he's been homeschooling on a homeschooling platform. And it started from day one.
Cost money.
But there's only 4 weeks of school left. And he has like 1,000 assignments due. I think the school should provide him with homebound instruction because he has mental anguish.
I'm not sure I believe
mental
all of
anguish.
this story. He has 1,000 assignments from the school that doesn't care when 7 kids jump him. They can't protect
No,
him.
the online school. He had to start from day one on the online school.
Oh, I see.
So you had to redo most of the
Yeah.
school year.
Well, I'm questioning that he gets robbed at school. The school doesn't do anything about it. Of
course
he gets
they do.
jumped by 7 kids, and the school doesn't seem to mind. To the point that they say, you know what, you should homeschool. You have no other choice but homeschool. We can't stop people from robbing your kid or jumping him.
This chick needs a crotch post.
No,
too.
because she is so fucking annoying. The school is done with her
Yeah, that's a
and
good
dealing
point.
with her.
Boy,
God,
she
is the worst.
I mean, look at that tummy, by the way. She's tying that up. You notice that?
Just for those who don't see it, she is pretty. I mean, she's cute. If I never heard a word out of her mouth, I would say she's pretty
But
cute.
she's also really good at hiding her flaws, like her tummy. There,
I don't
see
like
it
that
there?
mole on her forehead either.
Well, she is
A lot of you are asking, why are you out of town?
Oh, yeah, I didn't
if you
see
need to
that.
be focused on moving for safety. So I already
She's
signed a
on
contract.
vacation when they're
I've
supposed to be
already
moving
paid
for
off a
safety.
lease. The GoFundMe link in my bio
Look at her
has
tummy.
raised about $4,000. I paid the lease for our new home for 6
Ooh,
months.
oh, you can see it still.
The $4,000 in that GoFundMe didn't even cover half of it.
Wait, she
My
paid
paycheck
what?
covered.
She did get the money.
Yeah, this is.
Back that up. What is she talking
I'll
about?
start- I'll start
she
it over.
paid
Here we
I have a
police.
GoFundMe link in my bio, and I'm out of town with my son right now. A lot of you are asking,
Where are the other
why
two
are you out of
kids?
town if you need to be focused on moving for safety? So I already signed a contract. I've already paid off a lease. The GoFundMe link in my bio has raised about $4,000.
Yeah, she doesn't have.
I paid the lease for our new home for 6 months. The $4,000 in that GoFundMe didn't even cover half of it. My paycheck covered
Pause for a second.
2/3.
You're supposed to pay for your house.
Yeah.
That's not the GoFundMe. So don't say the GoFundMe didn't cover half of it. Like it's their job to cover it.
Yeah.
That's bonus money you had no business
I mean-
getting. In fact, I bet every single one of the donors regrets donating.
Somebody was saying maybe you shouldn't be on vacation.
Yeah.
If you needed money.
If you need to GoFundMe, you probably shouldn't be going to the beach.
Oh, she's gross.
Well, but we have to for his safety.
the only place he's safe, he told me, was the beach, where he gets a DoorDash delivered. 'Cause he loves DoorDash.
On his new phone.
His favorite restaurant is DoorDash on his own phone.
He just got a new
And
phone.
he likes to drive now. He's driving my car, which just got all fixed up, even though he doesn't have a license.
He's really talented. He can play video games and order DoorDash at the same time. on
Kids
his
are taking
new
turn
phone.
driving the car. It's all fixed up. It's great.
Of the lease. So 1/3 of the lease was covered with the GoFundMe money.
So 12
Why is the
$2,000
GoFundMe still up?
$2,000
Why
a
haven't you
month.
moved yet? People are living in the place we're moving into. They still have to move out. We can't move until they move out. Adrielle, why did you have to pay off the lease for 6 months? Isn't that a bit excessive? No, not in this
stupid.
market. Like I said, while we were apartment hunting for almost 2 weeks, it was extremely competitive. There were so many other people applying for the same place we were
Yeah,
interested
because
in.
you want a really nice place. Because you're the kind of person that spends 17 grand to raise 3 kids that doesn't have enough money to spend 17 grand. because you think you have to.
If it weren't for my offering to pay it for 6 months, we wouldn't have been chosen. But since I was so desperate
Button
to
your
move for
pants.
safety
I know.
reasons, I paid it up front for 6 months. I offered to pay it up front for 6 months, and my offer was accepted. Next, well, how are you out of town
GoFundMe's
if you don't
paying
have
for it.
money? I get paychecks every week. And where I'm at right now, I actually have family. This hotel was put on my credit card.
Why didn't you stay with your family?
Wait, so you can put your vacation on your credit card where you're staying. You can do all this, but you can't seem to pay your bills. You need to GoFundMe? This is really bullshit.
It's a scam.
Not to mention, did
None
you
of the
really need to put
GoFundMe money-
$5,000 into your car and get the kids new phones?
No.
Is that necessary?
Yeah, because if I didn't get them new phones, I'd have to hear about it every day.
That's true.
Now
went
they're
towards
happy.
this trip. Well, why are you on vacation if you have to move? Because after
This again?
we found a place to move, people connected to the kids who jumped my son went crazy because 7 of those individuals were charged with assault and now they're retaliating. We weren't
And they
safe in
said,
our
if
house.
you don't go on vacation, we're
When
going
I
to kill
tell
you.
every single day, some random person would start knocking on our door, whether we were being ding dong.
I mean, the best thing to do, too, is broadcast where you're on vacation.
She was getting
at, too.
ding-dong ditched, so they had to go on vacation.
Yep.
Apparently there's no police there either. In addition to not having a principal at the school.
I have a feeling the police know who she is.
Drew, someone who came to my door, I didn't know who they were. I need to go on vacation. Is that cool? Can I have a week off? I'm scared.
ding dong ditched, whether someone was door dashing to us, ordering pizzas to our house, or sending Mormons to our house, or driving by throwing
Sending
things at me.
Mormons.
Can you send
You can
Mormons?
send Mormons to
I think
someone's
you can,
house.
I think you can.
Is there a
I've heard of
website
this.
where you sign up and say,
I think she's exaggerating. I really do.
I've heard of that before.
sendmormons.com?
If they would see me in public screaming and honking their horn, no one should have to live that way. And my son wasn't safe on top of it all.
Pause
He
for
was
another
receiving-
second.
Gladly.
Wait, so the community supports the people that jumped her kid,
I'm
as opposed to
starting to support those kids, too.
maybe I am too. No, it just seems odd that her child would be victimized by 7 kids jumping him, and then everyone support the 7 kids and ding dong ditch her and DoorDash her and
honk at
honk
her.
and yell. That seems odd to me.
Yeah, there's more to the story. I think it has to do
Seems
with
like a very
mom.
unkind community to me.
Kid gets rewarded with a pretty sweet beach vacation.
That's true.
really
And a
bad
new
threats.
phone.
He didn't even want to leave the house. So the fact that we got out of town and that we might stay out of town until we move so that I can protect my son, like, this has been very serious. I had to unenroll him from public schools, transfer him to homeschooling,
And then he had to
until I
start
transferred him
all
to the
over
new school
again.
district after we moved. This is no joke. And a lot of you are like asking, why is the GoFundMe still up? Well, I still have to pay moving companies. I have to pay
and that's
holiday
our
services
problem.
because we are downsizing from a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house.
And you had to go on
To
vacation.
a smaller rental, which is just fine.
And you had to
I'm
get 3
comfortable
phones.
downsizing. I'm fine with it. As long as we live in a safer neighborhood with a safer school district, I'm fine with downsizing. We still have to pay all of the expenses it's going to cost. We need a couple new pieces of furniture. I'm being humble. I just need
course.
a couple new
Totally.
pieces of furniture. Like my son's beds don't fit in this new room because he has a
Okay, I
huge
guess that's the
mattress.
GoFundMe people's
Like
problem.
full queen bunk bed with a twin on top. So he needs a new bed frame.
Oh, totally.
And
You
then
gotta have a new bed frame.
It's just like if you want to help, you can help. If you don't want to help, you don't have to help. The GoFundMe
I
is
won't.
strictly designated for our move. None of that GoFundMe money has been spent on a vacation.
How do I inject
None of
200
that
pounds into
GoFundMe
her?
money has been spent
Because I
on
don't
our
think she'll
trip.
raise any fucking money if she didn't have a lot more. If she
And my
wasn't
paychecks pay off my
hot.
credit card. But I'm grateful for all of you showing your love and support, who are supporting my live streams and my live matches on
this is
TikTok Live at night when
nauseating.
I battle other creators. And I'm happy for those of you who have had a heart and donated to the GoFundMe. As a single mom, 1 person moving 4 people, this is not.
So
an
there's
easy
no
task.
child support, I guess.
Shouldn't she just move to only? Well, no, she said she gets checks, right?
Every
Plural.
week.
Plural. So,
Was that from work?
oh, you're right. Yeah, but she doesn't work. She doesn't have a traditional job. She does social
Oh,
media.
that's right. Yeah.
So I figured one of those checks probably is support of some sort.
Oh God, I can't. She's
And
the
she's got to
worst.
eat like expensive vegan tuna sandwich or weird sandwiches that, like, can't fucking eat some mac and cheese and ramen
she
for a month.
Her page is vegan Riz.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Sit in the rain and eat them. I found silverware, even though the Uber Eats didn't bring silverware.
Uber Eats
A
now.
win is a win. I got silverware. I'm not going to complain about the rain.
Her stomach is a big
It's a
bummer.
disaster. She needs to go
is.
get that looked at.
Yeah, I think she should get a GoFundMe for some lipo.
It's our first time entering an airplane.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, do we have to pay for that?
Yeah.
GoFundMe doesn't go towards that.
Only way he could be safe.
She's in a bikini.
Shouldn't she just do OnlyFans?
And I
Yeah.
think her boobs look weird.
She thinks she's super hot.
Well, she's pretty. I mean, if I didn't know her personality, I would think she was
not,
cute.
She's not hot enough to influence.
No, but I can't stand
No,
her
I can't
voice.
believe she's getting away with that. And I saw this other influencer today. I mean, honestly, we are just, I feel like we're fully in idiocracy. It's not even a joke anymore.